bragging about to Will how quiet he was. I didn't wake me up last night when he came in.
I didn't hear him either. I didn't know it was me till I walked in the coffee. He's like, oh, hey.
I woke up and I opened one eye and I could see somebody over there. I said, well, I guess Walker made it.
I was so happy to be out here in this cool air. It was 101 when I left, and it was like 64.
I think it's in the 50s right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got on a jacket. It's delightful.
It is nice.
But I usually don't sleep good the first night out here. My head hit the pillow, and y'all had to wake me up.
Well, I figured when I got up, I was kind of being quiet. I figured you'd say, well, good morning. You ain't moved. But you had a long night, though. You didn't get much sleep. So. Yeah. Well, like we always do here, you know, instead of leaving here at 4:30 like we've done so many different places we hunted, we leave around 7:30 or 8 and let the elk get up and get out of the flats, because if we go out there too early and push them out, then it just messes up the day. They go too far.
All night long, yep. And if you try to go in too early, you really mess it up.
Yep. You know, a lot of places, hunting elk here is better between 11 and 2 than it is at daylight, which is just, now, we messed up many a day because we didn't know that for a while, and we figured it out. And
it is a different kind of hunting than anywhere else we hunt, because the elk are just kind of backwards, but.
Well, speaking of different.
Yeah, you really.
I came up with this good idea. I want to shoot one with a recurve. I've never done it.
This is not a recurve. This is a
learning curve, as Will renamed it. It's been fun. It's just, you talk about some discipline. You know, our friend Jim Kennedy, he's probably shot as many elk with a recurve as anybody I know. And I got a whole new respect for guys that hunt with a recurve consistently for big game.
You know, Will, Brad's killed, I don't know how many elk, but his mind, it's just, they walk up, you stop them, and you shoot. And stopping them with the recurve, just destroys.
You don't do that.
Well, and you can draw and draw, then stop them, and then go. And you can't do that with that.
Well, he's drawing and then having to redraw, and it's messing up his rhythm. It's messing up that instinctive movement.
Well, it's a totally different deal. If y'all don't mind, I'm going to keep my verdict. Well, when you get one, it'll mean something to you, because you've worked hard at it.
Well, let me tell you about what he did. Mr. Callman called too good the other day, because I had one coming at like 15 yards, and he said something, and things started run past me at 10 yards. And I went, that ain't gonna work.
I thought he was gonna run over us at first.
Yeah, I said, Wilbur, I like what you're doing, but let's slow it down a little bit. I don't want him running in.
That elk is now looking at me at like 10 yards. He's just looking right at me. So I started doing the deal, and I glanced over at Brad, and another one is behind Brad, and I went, see ya. And I took off again, just watching me run. He didn't even know what I was.
That's too funny. Well, let's go. Right. Maybe we'll get one today.
All right.
We're going to split up into
Wilbur,
two.
you got my sandwiches over there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I got your
my high protein, my high protein Doritos.
Yeah. So let's roll.
All right.
All right.
Hello, I'm Wilbur Primos. All his hunts are exactly as they happen. There's no fancy edits, there's no stage scenes. The calling you're gonna hear is excited calling, but all these hunts are as they actually happen, and that's why we call it the truth about hunting.
When the truth began in 1987, we had no idea where this journey would take us. 30 years later, we're still having fun. Welcome to Primo's Truth About Hunting. Primo's Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage, Federal, Matthews Archery, Drake, Mossy Oak, Polaris, and Primo's Hunting. Speak the language. As Brad and myself head to the low country, Will Walker and Lake head up the mountain, and it isn't long before they find the herd.
I see a good place to get. Get right back in there.
Both of the guys have their bows this morning, and Walker's first up as Lake drops back to call.
see him. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's a shooter. Yeah. I was scared his shoulder was back when he stopped. I was scared to get in the shoulder blade. Man, he is pretty. He's big. We got here. As soon as we got set up, GoPro bailed out on me. Look, I walked back through that clearing. Yeah. And I got right into the shade on the other side. I started cow calling. And I answered, all of a sudden I caught the tops of his horns coming like that. Oh gosh. I said, he's gonna come perfect. So all I did, I don't know if it made any difference or not, but I just kind of kept itching that way and making him want to come. It was how far was it? Far shot. Well, I was going to shoot him walking, and I said, no, I got to stop him. When I stopped him, his leg was back, and I just didn't want to get up next to his shoulder, so I put it a little bit further back. And he was quartering just a touch. But I got full penetration all the way through coming out the backside. So it's hard to explain to people. I mean, I'm literally, I'm shaking. And I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing it since you were born. And that's, do you have your bow?
I do.
There's a bull coming right to us at about 100 yards.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Black Gold and Ripcord. Will Walker has finally arrived in New Mexico. He and Lake have snuck into a bedded herd late in the morning. Lake is about 75 yards behind Walker calling when they get a bull to respond.
He's big. We got here. As soon as we got set up, GoPro bailed out on me. Look, I walked back through that clearing. Yeah. And I got right into the shade on the other side. I started cow calling. And I answered, all of a sudden I caught the tops of his horns coming like that. Oh gosh. I said, he's gonna come perfect. It's hard to explain to people. I mean, I'm literally, I'm shaking. And I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing it since you were born. And that's, Do you have your bow?
I do. Have my bow.
There's a bull coming right to us at about 100 yards. And there's a cow coming to us at about 80 yards. Your bow's back there. Yeah.
With the elk still screaming, Lake grabs his bow and hands Walker the little camera. We can see the herd above us moving up.
That's a big bull, Lake.
I see it.
Let's go. Let's get him behind him.
Man, I literally might not go 50 or 75 yards right there. Let's try it again, because they're all still just right there. Squeeze that way. I'm gonna stay back and just kind of follow y'all.
Lake and cameraman Jordan Blissett began sneaking their way closer, while Walker trails behind, now on calling and camera duty.
I see him. I think Jordan and I just gonna try to ease that direction, maybe 75 yards. Try it again, see if we can push any closer, if we'll do anything more.
Lake Pickle has snuck to within 100 yards of a bedded elk herd here in New Mexico. Will Walker's trailing behind, running a camera, and he begins to call. Hopefully we can get one of the bulls in this herd to peel off and investigate our calling, especially when Walker begins to bugle. He's trying to make the bigger bulls think they left a cow behind, and another bull is trying to steal her away.
You see that bull right there, Jordan? Right there. 6 o'clock.
Can't see him.
Here he comes.
I got it.
Got it? You good, huh? Look in the heart. George. George. Hit it right in the heart. I can see the blood coming out. He broke the arrow when he brought his leg back, but he got in there. Yes! I don't know.
Does it get any better than that?
No, it does not. It absolutely does not. He stood there. I had to draw when he went behind that tree.
Did he see you?
Well, he saw. He didn't get me drawing,
Yeah.
but he come out behind that tree. It's like something's there that I don't know. You know.
You look gorgeous coming up through that.
Oh,
Well, I was just glad to be on the mountain with you boys this morning.
that was a blessing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Thank you, Lord.
For the surround view stakeout blind as seen on The Truth, visit primos.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers. This is one of those days in the mountain you never will forget. Lake and Will Walker have had shot opportunities on back-to-back bulls this morning in New Mexico. And boy, did they take full advantage.
Man, he is pretty. I think Jordan and I just could try to ease that direction, maybe 75 yards. Try it again, see if we push any closer, if we'll do anything more. Just have to take our time. Got it? Hit it right in the heart. I can see the blood coming out.
Does it get any better than that?
No, it does not. It absolutely does not. He stood there. I had to draw when he went behind that tree.
Did he see you?
Well, he saw. He didn't get me drawing,
Yeah.
but he come out behind that tree. It's like something's there. You see him? Is he the way I want him to be? You sure? I want
50 yards.
Lord, I don't deserve this.
Did you really not have any idea how big he was?
No. I told Jordan, I told Jordan, I said, look, I said, is he big enough to shoot? He's like, I can't see him. I'm like, cause I can't. And he said, yeah. And I just didn't. I knew he had. I remember looking at his fronts and going, those are long fronts.
That is a beautiful 6 point.
Man. I mean, I don't know what. Because you sit here and I'm thinking, like, we're not, a hunt that just happened like that. I mean, he literally, when I drew back by that tree, he was at top pin range. Then he was facing me, bugled, and then he bugled right before I shot him, just beautiful. And all those elk like we saw today, I can't, I'm thinking, like, we're not guaranteed tomorrow.
I know.
And when something like that happens, I don't know if I ever get to see this again. And it just, man, I'm so thankful.
Well, it's an amazing thing what we saw this morning, and y'all have had a good week, but sometimes it takes working to find the perfect scenario, and y'all have been here for 5 days. I hadn't been here but a day.
6 days.
Yeah.
6 days.
6 days, you know, and y'all have had a good trip, but you know, till this morning we hadn't found the elk, and we found them this morning.
Golly, we find them.
Well, that was a fun hunt, guys.
Well,
Let's go find mine.
I remember when I was calling, when I caught sight of him, all I saw were these tines right here and up. And I said, oh goodness. He is
I'm like you though. Once I saw he was a shooter, I can't look. Yeah, it doesn't do me good to study that. I'm in awe of these animals. I mean,
Right.
I'm amazed at what they can do. And when you get lucky enough to get in the right position, call one up and shoot him, it's just a treat.
I told you I wasn't going to be able to quit smiling. Especially
Don't. You know, this is special, but it's really fun when you can do it with good people and good friends. And Brad and Will and I have been doing it a long time, and Troy, and then y'all have been doing it for the last few years. And it really does make it such a better experience when you're with people you enjoy being with. And y'all have been wonderful. Everybody always complains about the work's about to start now. That's the fun part for me. If you got to work, that means something went right. And we got double work, and that means something went double right.